Hello there, I'm Denise Richardson for Howdini, and we're talking about New Year's resolutions and relationships. Does it sound like an oxymoron? Not really. We have a relationship expert, Rachel Sussman, who's going to let us know whether we should make resolutions or not, and how to do it as a couple in a healthy way. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Denise. I'm happy to be here.
All right, I'm going to sound like a naysayer. Resolutions, should they be out the window, New Year's resolutions?
You know, resolutions are actually a pretty good thing because it makes us stop and wonder and think about our life. Where are we today? Where are we going? And of course, if we're not sitting and saying, oh, I want to win the lottery in 2008, you know, making a resolution could be a really healthy thing for an individual and for a couple or even a family.
You see all kinds of couples. Do you encourage couples to make resolutions?
It actually is a good thing. You know, New Year's is really a timeline, and people ask themselves, you know, where have I gone? Where am I going? And sometimes even single people or someone who's in a relationship they're dating but they're not engaged or married, they'll use New Year's to say to themselves, where is this relationship going? Does this relationship have legs? Are we going to be engaged next year? When are we going to have children? So, you know, it's really good. It's a really good barometer in many different ways.
I can hear some women saying, okay, here's my New Year's resolution. He's going to give me a ring by March.
Well, I don't think that's a New Year's resolution. I think that's a wish list, and that's a personal wish list. It's not necessarily a couple wish list.
How do you assess what's the best resolution that will take you to the next level?
Well, when couples come in to see me, I often ask them, you know, why are you here? What are you trying to accomplish? And couples come in for all different things. Some of the more basic and fundamental reasons, they'll come in for financial reasons. One person's a spender, one person's a saver, communication problems. Couples can't coordinate their schedules in this busy day and age. One person works too hard, one person's complaining about that. So, you know, a really nice New Year's resolution would be spending more time together, or spending more quality time together, spending more fun time together. So something a couple might come up with as a resolution is to have a weekly date night.
So this is also a real opportunity to communicate, because oftentimes couples, they just stop talking to each other when they feel their needs aren't being met.
Absolutely, or if they feel that, it's like they'll complain about like they're talking to a brick wall. So I'll often help those couples communicate, and what I call the best definition of healthy communication is speaking and being heard.
Being heard on both parts.
Absolutely.
And not only like financial information or alone time, but even let's have more sex this year.
Well, that is something a lot of couples do come in to see me also. And you know, you'll find that couples come in and they'll complain they're not having enough sex, and they'll think they're coming in for a sex problem. But after digging and getting to know them, you'll realize it really isn't a sex problem at all. Someone's angry at someone, they're not communicating properly, someone's too busy, you know, they're not spending time connecting, being intimate with each other. But you know, if a couple comes in and they're willing to work hard and uncover these issues, we can really get them into some great schedules.
You know, it's been said that maybe couples should write each other a letter talking about what's going on with them, and then exchange those letters and not be judgmental in the relationship. How do you work that if it works for you? How do you work that with resolutions?
I actually think that sounds like a beautiful idea, and I give couples homework. I'll say, come in, and by the session next week, tell me what it is you're both looking for each other. And you know, you can also do that around the holidays, is how would you like to improve your relationship over the next year? Could there be a wish list of things you could do for each other, to help each other together as a couple, that really could make you this super intact, communicative, wonderful couple?
My girlfriend says it's a new day and a new opportunity to do better than you did the day before.
Absolutely.
Rachel Sussman, thank you so much for being with us. I'm Denise Richardson for Howdini.